Hello, and welcome to another episode of IEOM's Trade Information Series. We are still on the African Continental Free Trade Area, and today we will be looking at some of the protocols of the trade in goods. We are going to be looking at trade liberalization, rule of origin, non-tariff barriers, and trade facilitation, and how it affects businesses in Nigeria, either as corporate organization or as government agencies. Trade liberalization is one of the core of the protocol on trade in goods, which can be found in the Article 7 of the agreement. It obligates member states to progressively eliminate tariffs, or simply known as import duties, on goods or products originating from the territory of any of the member states in accordance with their schedule of tariff concessions. It has been agreed that over a period of 5 years, tariff will be eliminated up to 90% for most of the countries. How does this apply to you as a business organization, or how does this apply to us as a nation, either as an exporter or an importer? The major function on trade liberalization lies on the government agencies, especially those policymakers, the trade regulators. They have to identify the goods or product to be liberalized and make it known to the public. That is, they will identify those products or goods that are being imported into the country that the tariff or import duty will be eliminated, and the list of this product will be made known to the public. On the part of an exporter or importer, you have to know those goods or products that have been put on the list of products that have been liberalized in your importing country, and at what rate, so that you will not have issue with the customs. Rules of origin. Rules of origin are critical to ensure that the tariff preferences derived from the African Continental Free Trade Area benefit only goods or products made in member states. They specify the criteria and conditions for a product to be considered made in Africa, or rather made in AfCFTA party. Rules of origin are primarily designed to prevent tariff circumvention by non-AfCFTA state parties, that is, goods that are coming from countries that are not member of the African Continental Free Trade Area. It is the duty of an exporter to know the percentage of raw material that qualify a product for made in Africa, and how to fill the form to be able to obtain the rules of origin certificate and where the certificate is being issued. On trade facilitation, there are 3 separate annexes that deal with trade facilitation. It defines the implementation of the provisions on the trade in goods by customs and other border agencies. This annex is Annex 3, which is Customs Cooperation and Mutual Administrative Assistance, and Annex 4, Trade Facilitation, and Annex 8 on Transit. The function for this annex rests squarely on the government agencies saddled with the roles of regulating and facilitating trade. In Nigeria, they include the Customs, the Nigeria Shippers Councils, the Nigeria Export Promotion Council, the Nigeria Port Authorities, and the umbrella body, the Ministry of Trade. The last of the annexes we are looking at today is the non-tariff barriers. Non-tariff barriers remain high and very pervasive across the continent of Africa. And in general, the level of tariff has gone down, but non-tariff barriers have become a more important constraint to trade. And accordingly, the Protocol on Trade in Goods pay considerable attention to eliminating non-tariff barriers, with a focus on common disciplines that affect trade, such as technical barriers to trade and sanitary and phytosanitary measures. Annex 5 provides for institutional mechanisms and committees to be set up at various levels to identify, report, resolve, monitor, and eliminate non-tariff barriers in member countries. Specifically, Article 14 enjoins the Non-Tariff Barrier Coordination Unit at the Secretariat of African Continental Free Trade Area to publish quarterly reports on status updates on non-tariff barrier elimination in member countries. In the next episode, we are going to focus more on the protocol on dispute resolution and more on non-tariff measure. Watch out as we bring to you more episodes on Trade Information Series.